Welcome to Pain in the Grass, the official Lawn Pride podcast, where we dig deep into the real problems hiding in your yard. From weeds to grubs to mystery brown spots, we've got the dirt. Let's grow better together.
Welcome to the deep dive. You know, it's funny how many of us, myself included sometimes, think lawn care just stops when summer ends.
Right. Back up the mower, done for the year.
Exactly. We think, okay, see you in the spring. But here's the thing we're diving into today. What you do now in the fall can actually be the game changer for next year's lawn.
It really can. It's the secret sauce, so to speak, for a lawn that doesn't just survive winter, but actually thrives afterwards.
I like that. Secret sauce. So think of it like this. Your lawn's kind of like an athlete needing the right prep before the tough season, right?
That's a great analogy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It needs conditioning, the right nutrition to face winter head on and come out strong, not, just limping into spring.
Okay, so for you listening, we're going to break down 5 really essential steps today. These aren't just random tasks. They're strategic moves for a fantastic lawn next year.
And before we jump in, it's worth mentioning why fall is so perfect for this, especially for cool season grasses, which, let's face it, are in a lot of lawns.
Good point. What's special about fall?
Well, the cooler air tells the grass, okay, stop focusing so much on growing tall leaves. Start working on your roots. So everything we do now basically helps boost that underground strength. It's setting the foundation.
Makes sense. Laying the groundwork, literally. Okay, let's get into number 1, fall fertilization. I always thought spring was the main feeding time.
That's such a common thought. But honestly, fall feeding, arguably more critical.
Really? Why is that?
Because, like I said, those cool season grasses, your fescues, bluegrass, ryegrass, they're shifting gears. All their energy is going into root development. So feeding them now, it's like giving them a super boost exactly when they need it for building those strong, deep roots.
Ah, okay, so it's about timing the energy boost with the plant's natural cycle.
Precisely. And get this, the roots can actually absorb nutrients, something like almost twice as effectively in the fall. They're storing up energy for winter.
Wow, okay, so it's not just any fertilizer then. What should people be looking for? What are the key ingredients?
All right, good question. You want to look for potassium and phosphorus. Potassium is kind of like antifreeze for the grass cells, helps them withstand the cold, the ice, prevents damage.
Okay, antifreeze, I can picture that. And phosphorus.
Phosphorus is all about the roots, strengthening them, making them robust. That's your foundation for next spring's growth. It's the vital nutrition,
Gotcha. So when exactly should you apply this? And what kind?
Timing is key. Aim for about 6 to 8 weeks before your area typically gets its first hard frost. So that's often late September, maybe into October for many places.
Okay.
And definitely go for a slow release formula. You don't want a huge burst of growth. You want steady feeding through the fall. Think of it like a slow, steady nutrient drip.
Perfect. So lawn's fed, roots are getting stronger, but what if the ground is packed down hard? All that food can't get where it needs to go, right?
Exactly. Which leads us perfectly into our second point, the powerhouse duo of aeration and overseeding.
Right, compacted soil. That happens just from walking on it, mowing.
Yep. Foot traffic, equipment, even just rain settling the soil over time, it gets squashed, and that basically suffocates the roots. Air, water, nutrients, they just can't get down there easily.
So aeration is the fix. How does that work?
It's pretty straightforward, really.
Yeah.
Core aeration pulls out small plugs of soil. Think of it like creating little pathways, little highways down into the root zone.
Okay.
And fall. Perfect time for cool season grass. The grass is growing actively enough to recover quickly from having those plugs pulled.
And then you combine that with overseeding. That sounds smart. Why do them together?
This is the clever part.
Yeah.
You aerate first, then you spread grass seed. Why? Because loads of that seed falls right into those aeration holes.
Oh, right. Direct soil contact.
Exactly, which is absolutely vital for germination. Plus, the holes offer a bit of protection for the seeds from birds, from washing away.
Makes total sense. And overseeding itself, what are the big benefits?
Well, thicker lawn, for one. A denser lawn naturally crowds out weeds, less room for them to grow. Plus, it's a great chance to introduce maybe newer, better grass varieties, ones that resist disease better or handle drought.
So you're improving the quality of the lawn overall.
You got it. You're creating that ideal environment for strong growth next year.
And timing matters here too, doesn't it? Depending on the grass type.
Oh, definitely. Cool season grass, Early fall is prime time for overseeding. Gives the seeds time to sprout before winter. Warm season grasses, though, you'd wait until late spring for that.
Good distinction. Okay, moving on to mowing. There's this idea, right, that you should cut the grass super short for winter, like scalp it.
Ugh, yeah, that myth. Please don't do that. It actually weakens the lawn significantly right before winter stress hits.
So what should we do?
Gradually lower the blade height as it gets cooler, but stick to the golden rule. Never cut off more than 1/3 of the grass blade at a time.
Okay, gradual lowering. What's the ideal height for that final cut?
For most cool season grasses, aim for about 2, maybe 2.5 inches.
Why that specific height? What's the benefit there?
Well, at that height, the grass blade is still long enough to do photosynthesis effectively, even with less sunlight. It keeps making energy. Plus, it helps prevent snow mold.
Snow mold.
Yeah, it's a fungal disease that loves long, matted grass trapped under snow. Keeping it at that 2.5-inch height helps air circulate a bit better and reduces the risk. It's like strategic protection.
And keep mowing as long as it's growing, even if it's late fall.
Absolutely. If it's growing, it needs mowing. Could be November, even early December some places. And a crucial tip here. Keep those mower blades sharp.
Ah, yes, sharp blades. Why is that so important, especially now?
Because dull blades don't cut, they tear. They rip the grass blade, leaving these ragged edges.
Which sounds bad.
It is. Those tears are like open wounds. They invite disease, pests, and make the grass lose moisture faster. A sharp blade makes a clean cut. The grass heals quickly, and it can focus energy on its roots, not on healing tears.
Makes sense. Clean cuts for a healthy transition. Okay, fourth strategy. Dealing with leaves. Strategic leaf management. I know I'm guilty of letting them pile up.
Joins the club. But a thick layer of leaves, it can be a real lawn killer.
How so?
Well, first off, it blocks sunlight. Grass needs sun. Then it traps moisture underneath. Damp, dark conditions, perfect for fungus and rot.
Right, like that snow mold you mentioned.
Exactly, and it can literally just smother the grass. You rake them up in spring and find dead patches. Not good.
So what are the smart ways to handle them? Is it just endless raking?
Not necessarily. If it's just a light layer, you can actually just mulch them with your mower, chop them up finely, and they break down, add organic matter back to the soil. It's like free food.
Okay, mulching for light layers. What about when it's really thick?
Then you got options. Raking, of course. Leaf blowers save time, especially for big yards. Or use that mulching mower again, chop them up, and then collect them for your compost pile. Or spread them as mulch in your garden beds. Great use for them.
The key is not waiting too long, right?
Definitely don't wait. Once they get wet and matted down, much harder to deal with. Try and stay on top of it throughout the fall. It prevents those headaches later.
Good advice. All right, last big area, winterization and final prep. This sounds like protecting our investment.
That's exactly what it is. And number one here, if you have an irrigation system, winterize it, period.
Why is that so crucial?
Water left in those pipes or sprinkler heads freezes, expands, and crack. Burst pipes, broken heads, it's a super expensive fix come spring.
Ouch. So how do you winterize it?
Best bet, hire a pro. They use compressed air to blow every last drop of water out of the system. It's worth the money, believe me.
Okay, noted. What about our tools? Lawn equipment care?
Yeah, perfect time for maintenance. Clean that mower deck really well, get all the caked on grass off to prevent rust, change the oil, check the air filter.
Fuel too, right?
Good point. Either run the engine completely dry of gas or add a fuel stabilizer. Prevents the fuel from gumming up the carburetor over winter. And get those blades sharpened now, ready for spring.
It makes sense. Get it all done now. What about protecting parts of the lawn itself, like new seed or high traffic areas?
Yeah, good thinking. If you overseeded, maybe put up some temporary little fences or guide ropes to keep traffic off the new grass. Think about snow removal too.
How so?
Well, try to avoid piling snow on sensitive lawn areas if you can. And be really careful with rock salt near the lawn edges. That stuff can kill grass pretty quickly. Maybe look into pet-safe or lawn-safe de-icers.
Smart. And finally, you mentioned using winter for planning.
Absolutely. When you can't be outside working on the lawn, use the time inside. Think back. Where did the lawn struggle this year? Weeds, bad drainage, bare spots.
Like a lawn post-mortem.
Kind of. Use those observations to plan for next year. Maybe you need a soil test. Maybe research some different grass types that are better suited. Plan out any changes. It sets you up for success.
So there we have it. A really comprehensive look at getting your lawn ready for winter and ultimately for a fantastic spring.
Yeah, the message is pretty clear, isn't it? The effort you put in during the fall, it really does pay off big time next season.
It's not just about survival, it's about thriving.
Exactly. So those 5 steps again: fall, feeding for root strength; aeration and overseeding for density and health; proper mowing, not scalping; smart leaf management; and finally that essential winterization and planning.
And honestly, fall is often a really nice time to be working outside, isn't it? Cool air, less humidity.
Totally. It's pleasant work. And think about spring. You'll have done so much of the prep work already. While others are maybe struggling, your lawn could be bouncing back strong.
A little bit of smug satisfaction there, maybe.
Haha, maybe just a little. But mainly just enjoying a healthy lawn with less frantic spring work.
So as we wrap up, here's something for you to think about. Considering everything we've covered today, what's, say, one specific goal you have for your lawn next spring? And based on that, which of these fall prep steps we talked about feels like your most important first move?
Yeah, give that some thought. It's a great way to focus your efforts.
Definitely. Mull that over, and we'll catch you on the next deep dive.
Thank you for listening to the Pain in the Grass podcast, sponsored by Lawn Pride of North Charlotte, Huntersville, your go-to name in turf care for homeowners and businesses seeking beauty, quality, and reliability, powered by family and fueled by passion. Until next time, make sure to take care of that pain in the grass.